Hello, this is Optimal Nate, and today I'm going to introduce to you a little something different. This is featuring Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong. This is a Monsters Roar Attack figurine. This came out at GameStop. I had picked this up over the Christmas holiday season when they had on clearance. They had this in the section where they kept the anime figurines. I could not pass this up because I've always wanted an authentic representation of Godzilla. They do have larger statues which are much bigger. Prime One Studios, I believe, did one for the Godzilla -1 a couple years ago, which is really impressive, but far too expensive for my taste. But this is something a lot smaller. We're just going to go over the package real quick to show you some of the artwork on it. You have the legendary logo here. And it tells you Monsters Roar Attack on the side. That's kind of a glimpse of what he looks like once you take him out. And then it shows you the back and the front side. And you have an English lettering, Godzilla X Kong the New Empire, Monsters Roar Attack. Some nice graphics there in the box. Alright, we're going to pause this real quick. We'll take it out and then you can see the whole thing. First and foremost, they did a really good job packaging this. Lots of bubble wrap on this. I wanted to do it this way so you guys can see it as I take it out. Try to be careful because I don't know how fragile this is. There was a piece of cardboard in the box inserted to help secure it. If you like ASMR, hope you like the bubble sounds. Okay, there you can see the back. Lots of blue in there. I like the blending of the blue, darker blue with the lighter blue with the darker tips on it. You gotta put the tail on this part here, and we'll turn it like this. It pushes in like so, because this is a plastic. It's like a rubbery material. But there you have the tail that's put on, blends in nicely so you don't see much separation there. But that's it. That's the only assembly you really have to do to put this together. You got his feet there. You see that menacing face of his. I don't believe that the lighting is doing a lot of justice, so we'll do something here. Alright, now you can really see the paint on this better. Okay, I'm going to pause for a second and we're going to change the angle on this so we can get a better look. I would use my little rotating carousel to put him on, but I don't know how well he'd balance on it. I had used it before in one of my Enterprise videos from the Starships collection, which, by the way, if you're new to my channel, I have been reviewing the Starships Star Trek collection. My last issue that I did was featuring the Enterprise F. I received notification that Shipment 5 is going to be on its way soon, so stay tuned for that. So, on to Godzilla. Excellent blending of colors. I love how they did the greens in here. Very rich earth tone colors. You can see they put a lot of white on his teeth so they stand out against the dark peachy red orange kind of mix they did there for his tongue and his mouth. Not a whole lot of detail in the eyes. They're just plain blue for the most part. But for the mold, they definitely nailed his body for the general shape. His legs was a little T-Rex arms. It doesn't do any sounds. There's no light switches to make anything light up. So this is just strictly the figurine of Godzilla. But the tail alone is freaking long. I'm having to push him back so you can get the whole view. But very well done. It's more of a plastic, kind of a rubbery texture. I don't want to go with pure rubber, but I want to say it was definitely molded. So they did it in two sections with the main torso and the body and the legs and arms for the one part and the tail separate, which you saw me put it on. So nicely done. If you're a Godzilla fan and you love the Godzilla movies, please give us a thumbs up if you enjoy the video. You probably hear my dog in the background, so we can say he's trying to do the sound effects. But Godzilla's much bigger than my dog. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy the video. Enjoy your Monday, everybody, and thanks for tuning in. Walk out.